Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some very exciting MGA news to talk about from Shadow High's return. Yes, but there's a catch. Also some surprising cancelled Rainbow High Shadow High products from the past. We have some exciting news for upcoming Bratz collaborations, including possibly a collaboration with SANRIO. What? We also have brand new Yummiland mini dolls from Peeps, new collaborations for Halloween, and more, so stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with the news that Shadow High is officially, for sure, coming back this fall with brand new budget dolls of four of the Series 1 collection, including Natasha, Zima, Luna Madison, what's her name? Chanel Onyx, and of course we have Heather Grayson as well. So for those four characters will be getting budget new releases again this fall, priced around $14.99, and probably alongside these budget dolls of Shadow High, we'll get also Rainbow High, budget dolls as well. So this is exciting. Obviously means that Shadow High is not completely dead. They are coming back. They're gonna, I kind of feel like they're just bringing them back because they know that there is a fan base there, but also because they're just gonna probably use the name Shadow High because it has brand recognition. I'm not sure they're really gonna keep the aesthetic of the black and white for Shadow High moving forward, which is curious because obviously these four characters from Series 1, they all have like a monochromatic black and white look. So I kind of wonder maybe they will change that actually for this new budget release, because now that they're gearing Rainbow High for kids, and that includes Shadow High as it sounds, yeah, kind of, I mean, will they change these four characters' color scheme into maybe less harsh black and white ones? I'm not sure. I mean, maybe they will keep them the same, or I think there's also a change that they might change the skin tones. They might make them look more pastel colored, like with later series of Shadow High. So I'm not sure how this will turn out. Obviously, yay, Shadow High, they acknowledge they're still here. But also, I'm not sure, because obviously, yeah, what are it gonna look like? This could end badly. This could just end up being like a hollow shell of what Shadow High used to be, especially because they are budget releases. So that means for sure they're gonna have less articulation, they're gonna have less fabric clothing. It's probably going to be like a swimming line, so they're just going to be in bodysuits, that's probably it, realistically speaking. So this release is probably not going to be that exciting, but I guess it's still exciting because it's Shadow High, and they're kind of bringing them back. So I don't know. I think it's a good start. Obviously, I think it's a good start to what could become a full return of Shadow High eventually in the future, when they figure out what they want to do with Rainbow High / Shadow High as a brand. I also think, I talked about this when the news first broke, last year in October, that, there's different things that are changing forever in Rainbow High, Poppy Rowan officially being cancelled, then Shadow High returning. That's actually happening. So it does seem and the gimmicks are staying. So it does seem like the early news that we had from last year about the future of Rainbow High, these points seem to be very much set in stone. They seem to be really what's gonna happen. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm not gonna be as invested anymore with Rainbow High, which it really sucks. I mean, obviously we're getting a new season soon. Iris is going to be a new character who will hopefully have to do a lot with the new season, and Shadow High's return. So there's definitely enough there where I'm like, okay, I'm obviously gonna keep covering Rainbow High, but I feel like personally, there's just nothing left, for adult collectors. I mean, the quality is still there, obviously, it's just the gimmicks that are really ugh. And then obviously, I feel like they really are prioritizing gimmicks and accessories over, the core essentials, which is just having a good fashion doll. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Rainbow High, Shadow High, but I guess this is kind of exciting news. So let's see what ends up happening. We do also have some products here that ended up getting canceled from the, I'm assuming what would have released last year. In the end, you know, these were shared by Sweet Snap. First up, we have the New Friends Shadow High lineup, which would have included the Shadow High models from Project Rainbow, including Delphina Young, Francisca De Silva, and Angelina D'Angelo. So we saw these characters. I'm not sure if any of them had actual like lines that they spoke. Like, I'm not sure. I think maybe one of them like spoke, but like they really were just, you know, blank canvases. Like they really didn't have like a lot of character building in the Project Runaway. But apparently, you know, these three characters would have at one point they were supposed to have a, you know, fashion doll release assortment, but apparently they just got canceled, and yeah, that didn't happen. So I'm not too shocked. And I mean, it would have been interesting to see them get dolls. You know, they're pretty characters, but like, yeah, at the end there with Project Runway, or Project Rainbow, you know, things were starting to fall apart. So it's no surprise, you know, that we never got more Shadow High dolls like this. Something else that got canceled was the Rainbow Chamber here, priced at $39.99. It was, I think, canceled for, it was supposed to release like years ago. Like this is definitely like an older thing that got canceled. But yeah, I think obviously around series 2, like I guess this was like supposed to happen, but it obviously never happened. So it's kind of interesting. It was supposed to use UV technology to bring color to blank clothing, which I think we have seen something similar like this with the LL Surprise OMG Sunshine makeover dolls, because those also had like the UV activated color changing features on their outfits and hair. So I think something very similar to that kind of gimmick was supposed to be used here for the blank clothing, and obviously, you know, very similar to what we saw in the actual animated series. I forget which season, but like in one season, in an episode, we saw this chamber up here. Obviously that's where we have this picture from, because it only appeared in the animated version, where the girls had to create new looks, and obviously they had this chamber that also was never used again in the future of the Rainbow High animated series, which is like, okay. But of course, lastly, we have the most infamous cancellation recently, which was the Poppy Rowan Rainbow World doll. She was supposed to release last year, and she was going to be a online exclusive. I mean, her artwork appeared in a magazine cover. Her new pair of shoes got leaked early, so she was definitely gonna happen at some point, but then I guess she got canceled because MJ realized that again, apparently her sales were doing poorly out of all characters in previous releases, and that's why they dropped Poppy from getting a doll in this new rebooted core series, and that's why she's no longer here. I mean, obviously she's in the animated series, but even there, I'm not sure how long she's gonna be appearing for. Like, I'm not sure. Maybe maybe they will just replace her with Clementine, who's the new orange character, which, yeah, I think that's also evidence that, you know, supports that, you know, it's really against Poppy herself. It's not like specifically the orange theme of the character, it's like Poppy. Like, they just didn't like Poppy anymore. Her sales were going poorly, so they canceled her. But then, of course, last year we had the Sparkle and Shine Clementine doll, who's also orange. So it's not because of the orange color, it's because Poppy herself, her sales were not doing well. So yeah, here we are. She's canceled. So yeah, it sucks. Obviously, you know, with this like confirmation, it's like she's really not coming anymore. Like there's no chance at all. So I think after this is definitely just very disappointing. Moving on to the Bratz news here, we have a brand new collaboration between Bratz and Property S. So Seeing Mount wrote here, a separate release from the Jean Paul Gaultier collaboration are the Bratz X Property S collaboration dolls. That they will retail for $29.99 and only feature 3 dolls from what we know so far. That includes Jade, Yasmin, and Chloe. And then they said the S is most likely the first character of the property name. There are currently no clues as to who that property could be for, but in my Seeing Mount uneducated guess, not based on anything, I'll say SANRIO. So that's something that apparently this collaboration could be between Bratz and SANRIO just because of the initial S, property S. So is it far-fetched? Yes. Could it be legit? I mean, let's look at the past, the history of MJ collaborations with SANRIO. They've had plenty collaborations with SANRIO in the past with LO Surprise. Pretty sure the MJ Miniverse, they had a collaboration as well. They had, I think LO Surprise, they've just had plenty of collaborations between SANRIO in the past, right? So, I mean, it's pretty likely, like, they could have a collaboration with Bratz. I'm kind of wondering, like, would it fit for SANRIO to collaborate with Bratz? I mean, the two brands, like SANRIO is very cutesy, like child-friendly, and Bratz is more, edgy, like they're sassy. They're not like cutesy. I mean, they can be, but like that's not really their brand. They're more adult oriented. So that's the only concern that I have that kind of like makes me feel like maybe this is not the collaboration with SANRIO. But I mean, if we're just, pitching dreams here, I do think it would be an amazing collaboration, Bratz x Hello Kitty or SANRIO, different character inspired outfits, like Hello Kitty inspired outfit, My Melody inspired outfit. Like there's so many characters from SANRIO that they could, pull inspiration from for this collaboration if it is with SANRIO. But yeah, it's maybe not, like take it with a grain of salt. It's probably not likely, but I do think, like MJ, they've done SANRIO collaborations in the past, so I do think, they have a rapport, like they do have a history. So who's to say? I do feel like they could come to the middle and meet with a good, a good combination between the two brands, like sassy enough but not too adult, and still child friendly enough to appease the SANRIO fans. I do feel like they could come to a middle ground and find a good, like just good balance. We do have a couple of Bratz heads that have leaked a while ago of specifically only Jade, Yasmin, and Chloe that seem to be, brand new face screenings that could be part of this collaboration. But I also feel like maybe they're just something else entirely. Maybe they're part of the new, like deluxe line coming out later this year. Maybe they're part of the Scorching line. Like we really don't know what these heads will actually end up being part of. But yeah, I feel like it's just take all of this with a grain of salt, because like until we actually know, we won't know for sure. Like we don't even have any actual prototype leaks for anything like this for this collaboration. It's just information right now. And again, those head leaks of Jade, Yasmin, and Chloe, they could be, scrapped. They could be outdated. They could be no longer relevant, or they could be, again, part of the of any other Bratz drops coming out this year. We really have a lot of Bratz releases coming out later this year. It's insane, honestly. Like, I'm kind of getting confused. Like, there's so many things. One of those other things that we're getting this year is the collaboration between Jean-Paul Gaultier. That includes probably just one doll, and we really don't have any other information than just, it's coming. It's sometime this year. And that's it. There's really nothing else. But it's exciting. It's an exciting collaboration for sure. I think I'm not too familiar with the brand, unfortunately. But the pricing is probably going to be like around $60, $75, maybe even 80. I mean, that's kind of expensive. I'm not sure. Probably 60. If we take a look at previous, collaborations like Cold Gaia, Moa Lola, GCDS, like those were all around 50, 60, right? So probably gonna be the same price, and probably just gonna be one doll. I think as I see here, it's just gonna be one doll. Now we have some updates for other releases, like the Bratz Scorching release coming this year, including the main 4 gals, priced around $14.99. Some of the listings have already been found early on Walmart.com, including Sasha, Jade, Yeah, on the listing, the pricing, and we don't have any pictures yet, of course. This is really early days. But yeah, they're coming out probably around summertime. Since these are, based on the price, they're gonna be probably like swim dolls, like bathing suits, and that's it. So very, very budget friendly, very good. And then we're also getting the OTL dolls, which could stand for original themed line, which could just mean that's their reproduction. They're gonna do that's like the placeholder name for this year's reproduction doll collection, or it could be something else. Like we really don't know enough about this OTL line and also Scorchin, but those two series are coming out this year for sure. And then we're also getting the Bratz Fairies Fantasy, whatever that means. And then we're also getting the Bratz Anniversary doll, which apparently was Jade, and her prototype leaked a while ago as well. Or that could also be for that prototype leaked picture of Jade. That could actually belong to the Jean Paul Gaultier collaboration. So honestly, again, all of this very we don't know. We don't know. We simply don't know. We don't have the information. But yeah, all we do know is there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. So, save up that coin, because Bratz is not slowing down. And then lastly, let's get to the Yummiland news here, which includes brand new Halloween collaboration. So it says here, 2 new lip gloss dolls themed to the Halloween season release will come this fall. It is currently unknown what candy they will be themed to. Expect these to be released similarly to the Sweethearts lip gloss dolls and also the Peeps collaboration dolls, which the Peeps ones, we will take a look at those stock photos in a second, but the Peeps mini dolls will probably be releasing officially around springtime, like Easter, because that's a very Easter friendly brand. Peeps, the bunnies, little, like the Peeps brand, it's often associated with, Easter, the Easter season. So that's why they're not officially out yet. But yeah, going back to the Halloween, the new lip gloss dolls, there's gonna be 2, I guess. Like if we're comparing them to the Sweethearts release, those are 2, so we're gonna have 2 here as well. But the thing here that we don't know is that what candy brand will they be collaborating with? We have the Sweethearts candy, and now we have the Peeps candy. So for Halloween, what could they be? What candy brand could it be with? What is a Halloween candy that they could very easily do a collaboration with for fall? I don't know. Let me know down below what Halloween candy is very popular that they would do well to collaborate with. I think either way, I just hope we get like a really fun, design that's spooky, and I think will be good as long as it's spooky, and cutesy. I think it doesn't matter what candy they're collaborating with. Moving on, the Peeps, and we have a brand new big Yummiland doll. These 3 new dolls are available right now on the MJ store website. So under the Yummiland tab, they're just available right there. So I guess they are technically officially already available, but they're not promoting these products yet, from what I've seen on their social media. Again, I'm pretty sure they're waiting to promote the Peeps collaboration until it's Easter. And for the new big Yummiland doll, Skylar, I'm not sure when they will start promoting her. She's a brand new character who we don't have a mini doll of her yet, but she has a big doll. So kind of weird how they did that. But I guess, yeah, soon they're going to start promoting them. But if you want to get, again, any of these, they're already available apparently on MJ's website. Okay, first off, yes, we have a brand new character here as a big doll. Skylar Rainbow Belt is her name. And right away, yes, she does look very similar to Amaya Rain. The color scheme is basically the same, just a lighter shade of blue here instead of the dark shade of blue for Amaya from Rainbow High. But the outfit is very different. I do like her outfit. Yeah, I think she's cute. I have all of the 5 big dolls, so I'm not sure if I can get this one too. I got the 5 original ones because they all have, like, to me, I like how they're all very, obviously I like the characters and the designs, but I also like how they form a mini rainbow. And this one, she's just very blue and rainbow, and also she's just very Amaya inspired to me. Like she feels like a Namaya knockoff almost. So I don't know if I like her enough. Like I feel like she's a bit of a copycat. Like her name is literally Skylar. You know, it's way too similar to Skylar Bradshaw from Rainbow High. And then of course, like I mentioned, she looks way too similar to Amaya. But she's still adorable. I do love her shoes. I love the off the shoulders hoodie. It's very trendy. I like her design a lot, but I just wish that they would have picked a more, I guess, you know, new color scheme for this character. Then yes, we have the new Peeps collaboration Yummiland dolls. Once again, we have two here. We have Goldie Mallows and Maddie Mallows. I love their names, and Goldie is my favorite right away. I mean, I just love like the bright yellow shade that they've chosen here. It's again very bright, but it's still warm. It's just, I love it. I love how golden yellow she is, the hair, the glitter, the outfit, and then we have Maddie, who I do like. You know, we have the pastel pink with the blue hair. It's a really nice combination as well. But yeah, Goldie definitely for me, she steals the show. And I love how yellow she is. She's like so yellow. I love it. And lastly, we had our very first teaser here for the brand new, I guess, second season of the Yummiland animated series currently airing on YouTube. In this short little teaser, we got our first look at the animated versions of Brittany Boba. We also had a Roxy Crystal Candy and Naya Candy Fluff in this teaser. We had a couple of shots with these new characters where specifically they were always together in these shots. So maybe that's because they are trying to, you know, become part of the, you know, Yummy crew that saves the day. So interesting. They do use their powers in one shot, and obviously it's a lip gloss, you know, tube. Yeah, they look really adorable. Naya looks amazing, you know, Brittany obviously as well. Roxy, the hair looks so cool. Also the jacket looks more pink than blue, so that's interesting. So yeah, I think they all look really cute. But where's Amber? Cinnamon? Where is Susie Sourstraw? Where are the mystery twins? I guess they're still, you know, keeping some of these new characters under wraps until the season officially comes out. So, I mean, that's okay. I do love surprises. But yeah, that was the video. We had so much to talk about from, you know, MJ related, from Rainbow High, Shadow High's return, the canceled products, Yummiland, the Halloween collaboration, the Peeps collaboration dolls, Skylar, and then obviously tons of Bratz updates. We have the Bratz new collaboration with potentially could be SANRIO. We have the John Paul Gaultier collaboration. We have the new Scorchin OTL themes coming out later this year. Jesus, crickety criminy. There is so much coming out. But what are you most excited for? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.